Good afternoon, man. Good afternoon, man. Everybody, man. Thank you for, and we back with another. I had a little brain fart, but we back with another, man. Thankful, man. Thankful for everybody, man. Appreciating everybody, and just thanking everybody for the feedback again, man. We're gonna keep saying that, man, because we appreciate it. And the followers has been going up. I don't know if y'all follow the Damage Goods page. But I think we have 2,500 now, somewhere around there, 2,500, something like that.
Yeah, something like that. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, something like that. And people been like commenting and on subjects and liking the subjects that we've been talking about. And we just, like I said, man, we just try to keep it going, man. We actually just came up with another idea when I was in J. And bro even thought about it. Like, I'm kind of mad about it, but we are now, when we starting to travel, we're gonna take the GoPro with us.
Yeah,
and we're gonna actually record us being out there, posting it on the Damage Good page, and giving our reviews on the places that we went and the places that we, restaurants and all types of shit, just places that we go in everyday lives, vacations or anything. We just want to give you guys some reviews and everything, so you guys might want to check it out yourselves. You know what I mean? And we just thought about it, and I'm just mad that we didn't take that thing when I was in J with, because y'all, if y'all would have seen the shit that I was doing, it'd been crazy, man. I think a little bit of people seen it on my Instagram, but like, I'm talking about like the cliff diving, the booze cruise, and you know what I mean, the fire pits, you know what I mean, the rosters, all that other stuff that was going on out there, the culture of Jamaica. And I just wish I could have put it on the page, so for people that haven't been, so that can make people be like, man, I gotta get out there. And it's one of those things you just gotta really get out there. That's my 4th time going. So, you know what I mean? I've been there. It's kind of like now like a native now. So, you know what I mean? Yeah, so, but that's my spot. I love that place. Love Jay. And yeah, but we're gonna start doing that more often with the GoPros, man. And I can't wait to get that started, man. I really can't. And I think it's very cool that we came up with that idea to give y'all something, just a glimpse of, what it's like somewhere else, man. And it's just like, yeah, man, because a lot of people don't travel, and we just trying to get people to motherfucking do it. Because some people are just comfortable with just staying in their own element, you know what I mean, environment or whatever. So we're just trying to give people some insight of what it looks like, so y'all can want to do that too.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man, like I said, man, hopefully that helps. Hopefully that makes people want to do more. And that's pretty much all I got to say about that. I just, like I said, but again, we're thankful for all the feedback, and thankful for, the comments and the likes and the sharing and everything that we've been getting. Bro, you got anything?
Yeah, man, y'all know what it is, man. Get on those platforms, stream, make a Patreon donation, man. We appreciate the followers and all that, man, the views and just the comments. Y'all in the comment section, dropping comments. We appreciate that too. The dialogue, a lot of controversy and stuff like that. That's all good. It's all welcome. You know what I mean? So keep doing that. But let's go ahead and get into it. You know what I mean? Y'all know the drill. So today, man, we got a few things. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man, we ain't got Malcolm tonight, but
we're gonna try to hold it down for him, because Malcolm is into the sports world. I mean, shit hard. Me and Brad, we be having other shit to do, but other than that. But if you haven't heard, Warrior Steph Curry won't join Team USA at Tokyo Olympics. I think it's basically because these guys are tired. You know what I mean? They're playing 82 games a year. You know what I mean? So it's kind of hard to just jump after the 82-year games spring. And then you got, like I said, people don't realize these people got families, friends, and endorsement deals and all types of other stuff that they got going on. And it's way different than where it was. You got more responsibility now than back in the 90s and the 80s and the 70s. players now got a lot more responsibilities that they have to take care of.
Yeah.
And I think Steph just don't have time for it. I think Steph just got a lot of things going on. And like I said, I look at him all the time on him and his wife Instagram, and they pretty big on family. I think he might with him. I just think he just wants some family time. He just want a breath from all that. You know what I mean? All that traveling and all that, not being home and all that. You know what I mean? It takes a toll of you not being home when you're married and you got kids. You know what I mean? And you're traveling most of the time. I remember Triple H, one of the goats of wrestling. You know what I mean?
Oh, sure.
Yeah, he gave a good point where he was like, well, if you want a life of not seeing your family, going home, and your kid is you just had a newborn, and you go home, you see your kid is 5. Then you go back on the road, you go back home, your kid is 10. You go back home, your kid is 15. You know what I mean? He said it's like it's it adds on, adds on. So these guys go through that. And then with wrestling, the bad thing about wrestling is there's no off season.
Yeah. Right.
It goes on and on and on and on. So, but far as with Steph, man, I just think he wants some time to himself and just want time to get himself together and just spend time with his family, man.
Yeah, man.
And it's not wrong with that, man. It's not wrong with that.
They're human beings, man. And at the end of the day, they do got a life, you know what I'm saying? But it seems like.
And the thing is, though, he only got a couple of gold medals.
He's 33, so he's getting a little older. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I was thinking about that. He's getting a little older, but he just want to take some time off. So, you know what I mean? That's respectable, man. And I salute it because, it's easy to get caught up in that. And like I said, now he's getting older, things are going to be slowing down. You know what I mean?
Right.
His body, is going to be taking, what I'm saying, a different hit. So, it's different. And that's a whole part of it as well. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, as an athlete, you got to know where you are and just knowing your limits as a human being. And so, yeah, man, you gotta take care of yourself. And at the end of the day, I think that's what he's trying to do. You know what I mean? And shit, even with that pandemic, and everything being involved, I didn't even see them doing the Olympics, so that might have a lot to do with it too. You might be opting out because of that. Yeah, you know what I mean?
I get it. Like I said, like, you know what I mean? And just like a lot of other players, like, you know what I mean? I don't really see a lot of other players. Like, you might get them play the Olympics 1 or 2 times, but that's normally be it. I think Steph Curry played in the Olympics twice. So, you know what I mean? You only get them like 1 or 2 times, but, after that, it's just like, all right, I did this shit before. I got the gold medal. Like, I'm good. You know what I mean? I got a gold medal. I'm good. So, you know what I mean? It don't mean nothing to them no more, I don't think, really. You know what I mean? I really don't think it. Once they get it one time, I think it's pretty much it because, like, it got to the point where Allen Iverson stopped doing it, Kobe, Jordan, all the greats. You know what I mean? I think they did it with the Dream Team thing when they was older, and everybody wanted to be a part of that because it was just like, oh, this is a mob.
Right.
And they pretty much beat the shit out of everybody, you know what I mean? And then we had the Dream Team 2.0 with LeBron, D Wade, AI, and all them other guys. So, you know what I mean? So yeah, and plus I think they get bored with it. A lot of them. I think, you know what I mean? They just, just not into it. Pretty much. Like the competition level is not as fierce as it is as you playing in the NBA. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's not. It's like I think they just sound like, man, what the fuck I got to prove? Because everybody know who the fuck Steph Curry is. Everybody in the fucking world.
Yeah.
So you know what I mean? Shit. When I was watching a little joint clip with him, he was in fucking China, and he did something where he was playing a group 5-on-5, and he sold out arena, just an exhibition game. You know what I mean? He was just shooting lay lights out. You know what I mean? It just wasn't even funny. Like, you know what I mean? He just was dogging. Yeah. So I just think, like, that's what I said. That he already has his name out there. There's no need for him to put in any type of work. I think for what he's thinking right now, man, I just need to spend time with my family and give them their time. You know what I mean? And get some rest for the next season. You see what I'm saying? So, you know, he been battling injuries. All these guys has been battling injuries. They getting older. You know what I mean? So, like you say, 33, and that's getting older in the league wise. So, you know what I mean? So, yeah, man, maybe he just needs some rest. So,
yeah,
that's all I
man.
can say about that.
I feel like I said, in reality, you got a lot to manage, you know what I mean, between that career and the family. You know what I mean? The guys are really strong mentally, because that's a lot to manage, you know what I'm saying? And yeah, you gotta be very very slow and choose yourself, you know what I'm saying, to a certain amount of tolerance, because it's like, you know, you can only take so much, you know what I mean, from the season. It's just, the training, the working out. So I get it, you know what I mean? It's just you gotta be able to take that shit and build, you know what I mean? So we're gonna go into the next shit. Um, yeah, man. So I ain't gonna lie, you know what I mean? I had to bring this up just because, you know what I'm saying, there's some shit for the legacy, you know what I'm saying, for the kids. And yeah, I mean, the July 16th, man, the joint finna drop. So yeah, I look out for this Space Jam joint, man. I think it's gonna be tough. You know what I'm saying? I'm excited about it. You know what I mean? I don't know about you, but I'm a whole kid on some shit like with this. You know what I'm saying?
Man, as a childhood, like, I mean, Space Jam was my shit. I used to watch Space Jam like 2-3 times a day.
That's what I'm saying. I used
When I
to
was a kid.
back to
Yeah.
back.
Back to back to back to back. So, you know what I mean? And
Every morning type shit.
yeah. And you know what I mean? I remember a point where I could have played in the movie. I knew the lines to every part. So I'm not looking for it to be like the original. You know what I mean? I'm just looking forward to be kind of like, hopefully it's a good movie.
Right.
And then this rumor has it that Jordan is actually in this.
Yeah, I heard about it. I hope that.
And I find that crazy. I wonder how they're going to do that. And I mean, like I said, all respect to LeBron, man. I got a lot of respect for what he does. I hate his game, but far as what he is as a dad and as a man and as all his morals and shit like that, I respect him. So, you know what I mean? I got respect for him. So, like I said, man, I'm looking forward to the movie. I just want to see what it can be like, you know what I mean? And, it's funny because a lot of these kids don't know nothing about the Looney Tunes. So that's going to be funny as shit. Because Looney Tunes is not even shown no more like how we were shown.
Yeah.
And you remember how, you'll go to, remember Six Flags was Looney Tunes shit.
Yeah.
All Looney Tunes shit. And now I don't even know who the fuck their mascot is no more. Is it still the Looney Tunes?
I don't even know. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. That's I'm not sure, but all I know is like I definitely see the gap in terms of like the influence and like we had Looney Tunes and shit growing up, you know what I'm saying? So that's kind of what we came up on. So when the movie came together, it was like the best of both worlds, you know what I'm saying? So, it's be interesting to see how that crosses over with this generation because it's a whole they're not aware, you know what I mean? Even when the iceberg clothes was out and they had the jean jacket.
Jean jacket. Oh man, you bringing them memories.
That's what
you bringing them memories. You can go to the liquor store and buy a Bugs Bunny shirt with the grill and all that other stuff.
And they had the little street joints.
Yeah, man. That was just and that's caught our eye because we got older, and that's the shit we kind of like wanted to wear. You know what I mean? And down to it. And like I said, man, I don't even think my kids know too much about Bugs Bunny and Tweety Bird and I definitely know they don't know the Road Runner.
Nah, man.
You know what I mean?
That shit is like, I mean, even like I said, like when it came down to Six Flags, you know what I mean? That was the thing.
Yeah, it was the thing.
Originally, when you came to Six Flags, it was Looney Tunes, you know what I'm saying? So that's why I keep saying, like, it is crazy when you think about how much time, how much of a gap that is.
Right.
That stuff went out, man, probably by the time we turned about 13 or something like that, that stuff wasn't even on TV no more.
Yeah, and that's the funny thing about it, because it's just like it's even hard to find like with these cartoons, because like with Looney Tunes, I don't even see, I haven't seen a Bugs Bunny commercial in a long time, or you remember they used to have snacks,
Yeah.
Lunchables, all types of shit, man. They used to be on Cartoon Network.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They're not on that motherfucker no more. So it's just like they got a show. I think they on Boomerang, and Boomerang is like where they showed all the oldies
Yeah,
and shit like
back. Yeah, Yogi.
yeah, and that show is not even built for Boomerang. Is not even built for kids. It's built for us. In case we wanted to go back and watch it.
And the older stuff, like I said, they got the Rocky and Bullwinkle, Yogi, shit, man, Scooby Doo, all that stuff. So
Scooby Doo, they even got this shit that on Boomerang. They even got it's gonna fuck your head up, but they got Cow and Chicken, Ed and Eddie.
Yeah, man.
Our shit, the shit that we use, like our shit going outside, because Looney Tunes is technically, and Scooby Doo, that's technically our parent shit.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, that's our parent shit. But when you go to like the Dexter's Laboratory, Cow and Chicken, Bonnie Bravo, Cow, that's us. That's us.
Yeah, that's us.
So, but the fact is, bro, we did know Rocky and Bullwinkle. We did know Flintstones. We did know. It's just it was transferred to us.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It was like transferred to us, and the Jetsons and all that other. It was just transferred to us. They didn't do that to our kids. They got YouTube.
Yeah. Yeah.
They got YouTube with the reviews with Ryan and all these kids playing with toys and doing other shit.
They're not even on that. They're not even on that page no more. You know.
Yeah, I don't even think our kids really watch cable anymore, because every time I go to a fucking somebody's house or whatever like that, they got kids. Guess what the fuck they on? They on YouTube. They might be on Netflix watching something. Coco Melon, the little Coco Melon. I don't know if you heard of that shit. Coco Melon. The only reason why I know it because my nephew Jameer watch it. He loves that shit, and he'll tell Uncle Durr, "I want to watch Coco Melon." I'm like, "What the fuck is Coco Melon?" Uncle Durr don't know this. You know what I mean? My youngest is fucking about to be 5, so I don't know what the shit is. So, and my youngest, watch. She watched, like, you know what I mean, older, but kind of like older in the middle shows, but she do watch a lot of YouTube.
Right.
So she watched pretty much what Kenzie watched.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And that's what it is. So like, yeah, I tried to, like, bro, don't get me wrong, I tried to show them Hey Arnold.
Right.
And all these other stuff, and they just went into
it. That's crazy. It's too slow. It's too old.
Yeah, they said it's like these are old cartoons.
Right.
They said it's old, and the only thing they really know that we used to watch is SpongeBob. And who doesn't know SpongeBob?
Right. I mean, but I look at that as like that. That's kind of the equivalent of something that transcended generations, though. Like kind of like Looney Tunes, you know what I'm saying? Because you think about SpongeBob was pretty much like our shit, you know what I'm saying? That shit came out when we was youngest. So it's old, you know what I mean? It's old.
Mm-hmm. But that it's only a couple. And that was one that transferred. And the other thing that transferred, I can tell you something else that transferred from our youth to them. It's not a lot of shows, but it's a couple. Dragon Ball Z transfer, because they changed into this Dragon Ball Super shit. Yeah. It's this, and then I was telling my little cousin Logan, because my little cousin Logan loved Dragon Ball Z. You know what I mean? Super. And he was like, "Man, what you know about Dragon Ball Z Super?" And I'm like, "Dog, we used to watch this shit when we was kids. Like, you know what I mean?" And the same thing, guess what else that transferred? Power Rangers. Right. That shit ain't going nowhere. Right. I really think that shit ain't going to ever go nowhere. I don't know why. I just think that shit is just never gonna go nowhere. I think it's just wrong.
I don't know how the hell it's doing that. I figured by now that
yeah, you would think, right? You would think that it'd be like, all right, I'm tired of this shit.
By now.
Look, so it was so funny that I was on Facebook, I was looking at Facebook, and I watched kids did a review from the Power Rangers now, because they Power Rangers fans now. And then they showed our Power Rangers from the time where with Jason, Tommy, Kimberly, Trini, Zach, Billy. So they showed that, and they was just like watching our Power Rangers. It's like, man, this thing looks cheesy as hell. Like one of them little boys said, this looks cheesy as hell. Like I was crying laughing because it was just like, because it looked so 90s. And then the computer graphics, when it was like somebody in a suit, they put on the Megazord suit, and they walk around in the Megazord suit. You remember and they're fighting, they had like the little towers in the studio and shit like that. You remember that shit? But on as it got older, as they joints all computer graphics. What's that shit called? CGI.
CGI,
It's all CGI.
Yeah,
Back then we ain't had CGI. You know what I mean? We had to have somebody dress up in that motherfucking suit and put that camera on the motherfucking floor. That cameraman be all the way down there, laying down on the joint. They make this fake ass little buildings and shit. And that cameraman be watching them and watching them.
Yeah, it's a main angle, bro.
And the angles was killer.
Funny part, then they would use remember they would use the same clips when they would like call on their little like thing.
So they're mixing. They're just throwing in there, or when they morph, they use the same morphing clip.
Same clip, bro. Like,
same clip. They edit the fuck out of it. All right, it's morphing time. It's gonna be the same clip. And some of the scenes, I was watching Power Rangers, and some of the action scenes when they were dressed in the suits, when they was fighting the putties, they used to use the same shit from other joints. They used to use the same shit.
What?
Like, so it was crazy, bro.
The same what?
The same, like, all right, so remember when they was fighting the putties?
Yeah.
In their suits.
Yeah.
And shit, I was watching Power Rangers probably, I want to say like 2-3 years ago, because they had on Netflix, they had every season of Power Rangers. Yeah. And I just started watching it, and I'm like, all right, I'm gonna watch it again. And I'm looking at some of the putty fighting clips of one. So one, say episode 1 will have a clip of them fighting the putties.
Right.
Then on episode 9, it'd be that same clip.
That's what I said, bro.
Like of them fighting the putties. And I'm like, whoa, hold on. I just seen this shit like 8 episodes ago. Yeah. You telling me I used to let this shit get away? They used to get away with this shit with me? Hell no.
That's what I'm trying to tell you. Like, it's just so crazy, because when you go back and watch it, you notice this stuff. When we was a kid, like, when we was kids, we did not even realize it, and it's funny as shit. But yeah, like, they definitely reuse a lot of clips, man.
And even the kids nowadays, because we didn't know, watching them joints, that until we got older, that somebody was in a suit walking around in the studio. Right. We didn't know that, but these kids that was watching the review of it, and they watched it for probably like 2 minutes. They just showed them like scenes. They ain't show them the whole episode. They just show them scenes for the episode. Yeah. And they was like, man, that's somebody in a goddamn suit walking around in the studio. I was like, dog, we didn't know that shit as kids.
Yeah.
We didn't know that shit as kids. So I was like, man, these kids are smart as shit, because we didn't know that as kids. We didn't know somebody was. I thought it was a real magazine about it.
Yeah, I thought, we thought it was like a robot.
Yeah, we thought it was a robot type shit. Actually, for a long time, when I was a kid, I thought the Power Rangers was real. Come on, like that was. Right, who didn't want to be a Power Ranger when they got older? You know what I mean?
I knew them niggas wasn't real. Trust me.
Man,
they wasn't showing up.
Tell me nothing. Like when I
was around the way, that's how I knew they wasn't real. So they was not showing up around the way when some shit went on. Like, them niggas is definitely not.
I always thought that they was fighting aliens and type shit or whatever like that. I thought that for like when I was like 4 or 5, I thought those niggas was real. Like, I thought they was fighting aliens. I didn't know they fought I thought they didn't fight humans. I just thought they fight aliens and shit. And you know what I mean? So, you know, I didn't know nothing about
I agree with you, but I'll say this: I knew they didn't live like anywhere in our proximity.
No, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, hell yeah, we'll do that. Yeah.
I think that's just the main.
Yeah, definitely.
I knew they wasn't. I thought they was maybe like, you know what I'm saying, some like predominantly white area. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
You know what I mean? They had one black guy, you know what I mean, Zach, and it didn't sound like from him somebody's name from around the way. So
yeah,
I think it was in Malibu. Like I feel it was Malibu kind of.
Nah, I agree with you 100% because it was just like that was another thing I realized, like living around my area, like I remember my mother told me this. I was talking to her not too long ago, and I was like, Mom, at what age that I didn't believe in superheroes? She was like one time, you know, it was just we was just watching the news one time, and he was like, yeah, you know, where was Superman when this shit happened? You know what I mean? And I was like, she was like, well, I don't know, Daryl. We gotta, you know, maybe Superman will live around here. I said, nah, man, this nigga just travel faster than the speed of the bullet. You know what I mean? He could have got here at any time to stop this shit. I said, nah, this ain't no such thing as fucking Superman. Ain't no way in the hell he because you know, growing up at the time when we was younger, you know, you see some rough shit. You see what I'm saying? So like, you know what I mean? So like,
I'm saying he wasn't. None of them niggas was coming through, bro. And
none of them was. Not one. And we had a whole Justice League. Then we had Iron Man. We had
I fucked with the shows, you know what I'm saying?
No, we fucked definitely. I love the shows. I used to wake up every Saturday morning because we didn't have cable. So we used to watch it on Fox. You know, on Saturday you gotta get up early as shit, or you watch WB. So you watch Fox or WB. You gotta get up early as shit in the morning because you gotta. I remember I used to have to set my alarm clock at 7 o'clock because that's when the first show started. What was on WB? They had the Jackie Chan Adventures. Remember that joints?
Oh yeah,
the Jackie Chan Adventures. They had Power Rangers on WB. No. They had the Power Rangers on Fox. Remember the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle show too on Fox?
Yeah.
What else was on it? You remember Wayne Head? That was on WB.
Wayne
Head, the big head joint. What else? Recess. Yeah. Recess back in the day.
That shit.
Trying to think of some other joints that we used to watch when we was kids. I'm not talking about like when you had cable. I'm trying to think of the things when you didn't have cable. Because remember, you had to wake up early as fuck on a Saturday to watch these shows. You had to wake
up early. I mean, you had Fox 5, you know what I'm saying, the Spider-Man.
Yeah, the Spider-Man, yeah.
Pokemon and shit.
Pokemon, yeah. Digimon.
Who used to come on that joint? Damn, man. I remember it was shit on like ABC, like Street Sharks. That was my shit.
Yeah, Street Sharks was my shit. What was the joint with the two cats used to fly the airplanes and shit? What was it called? Oh, fuck. The two cats. They used to fly the airplanes and shit.
Man, I don't know. You got me on that one.
Oh man, dog. Then they used to have the Sonic joint. They used to come on in.
Oh, yeah, Sonic for sure. Yeah.
The Sonic we used on that joint.
I can't remember that shit.
Yeah, Sonic. Then they had. Remember Max Steel?
I remember the name, but I don't remember the show.
Max Steel, when the nigga with the arm and it go the cartoon, the computer mode and shit.
I don't remember that much.
And then you'll watch what was on MPT. You had Arthur.
Yeah.
You had what was else on that joint? You had Dragon Tales. You had
just, you know what I'm saying, throwback Reading Rainbow.
Reading Rainbow, Sesame Street. Barney was on that motherfucker. Yeah.
Out of all things, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, Barney. Oh man, we all watched Barney. I don't know. Everybody had. We watched Barney, nigga. We used to love that nigga. we used to love that nigga. Yeah. We used to love. If you was a '90s kid, you used to love that nigga. Even '80s. If you was in like the late '80s, you used to love that nigga. What else? What's the other nigga called? MPT. Damn, man, it's just so many shows, man.
I remember coming to San Diego. That shit was lit.
Yeah,
fuck with that hard. That was my shit. That was
Red Wall. I used to fuck with Red Wall. I don't know if you know what Red Wall is.
fuck no, I don't know what that is.
Red Wall was a old joint with the mouse, and they had swords and shit. They used to fight with the swords and shit. But it was a couple other joints that we used to watch, man.
Pfeiffer goes west. I remember that shit.
Yeah, that joint. Remember what was the nigga that used to paint?
Nigga, I don't know. You bringing these joints out the cut.
Magic School Bus. That joint was on there too.
Oh yeah, fuck yeah. I mean, they got some new shit out now that they did for the new generation. I seen.
Yeah, they did. They they was gonna do something like that, but fuck it. I mean, we already know what the original Miss Fritz was. You know what I mean? So
yeah,
you know what I mean.
That shit was torch. But
yeah, it definitely was. But go ahead, bro. Let's get to the next one. We be on this bitch all night.
This is Stimulus God over here.
The Stimulus God, the Godfather. The Godfather of federal loans. The Godfather of federal loans.
The untouchable, the undeniable, the invincible.
The Don.
The invulnerable.
Everybody kiss the rings.
Undeniable. Critically acclaimed, America's, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, this nigga the best president of all time. I ain't got nothing better than that. I wasn't a Biden fan, but I'm definitely in this corner now. I'm sorry.
None of us were Biden fans. You know, none of us was. We was definitely wasn't on.
Shitty person for being unloyal, but goddamn. You do some shit like this, I gotta fuck with you. You know what I'm saying?
You gotta clap it up for him, man.
Yeah, we gotta clap it up. We gotta clap right now. But I'm saying, like, you know, it's a lot of speculators out there and this and that. And you know what I mean? We actually had somebody comment on the page, you know what I mean? And it's like, oh, is this good or bad? And I was like, man, I don't do it sound bad or do it sound good? I don't think it's you know, it's not no perfect answer to this shit, but hey, that's how I look at it. I understand the inflation and all that shit, but man, we already inflated in a motherfucker, so it really don't even matter. You know what I'm saying? It's like, we just already inflated. That's how I look at this shit. And you might as well go ahead and get a little more inflation in, you know what I'm saying? And get these loans out the way one time. That's my take on it, buddy. You got my vote in the next 4 years. Yeah, I'm fucking with it, man. I like what they try. They try and do something, and that's what's important. They try and do something. I don't care what it is. You know what I mean?
I mean, at this point, they just try and help niggas out. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, and this is the way. And this is definitely the way to help people out with credit, to help people out get buy more things. You know what I mean? That help out a lot. So. You know what I mean? You got to understand some people are like 40, 60, 100 grand in student loans. So, you know what I mean?
This
shit does a lot of justice. And I feel like this can help the economy out a lot too as well. So, you know, but yeah, I like people like who just graduated. Like I watched so many people that graduated. I talked about this on the last podcast, and they got these jobs, and they got good paying jobs, and they went to go buy these townhouses, especially these newer townhouses. And what happened was, you know, especially the ones around my old way where I used to live at, a lot of them motherfuckers buy them joints, and probably like 3, 4 months, 6 months, maybe a year, they be foreclosed. Be foreclosed because they can't keep up with it. You know what I mean? They buy these almost $400,000 towns, and probably not a good idea when you're just getting out of school. You know what I mean? Definitely, but you know what I mean. But yeah, they couldn't afford the payments, and the house be foreclosed, and it's on their credit already. You see, along with that student loan. You see what I'm saying? So I think this will help with guys a lot because. You know what I mean? A lot of my man told me, you know what I mean? He has a master's degree in mathematics. We already talked about him.
We talked about this nigga before.
But you know what I mean?
Everybody know the student loan shit is a scam.
His student loans is high as fuck.
Yeah,
Ah,
we ain't got to go into that. We already know what that is. And at the end of the day, man, you know what I mean? Like, that's why I just think it's important to work towards a solution. You know what I mean?
right.
Because I mean, it's obviously what it is. And the fact that people got federal loans from the government, it's like, you know what I mean? They kind of set people up anyway. And I think they owe it to students because it was nothing on the other end of that. And the real story behind it is that, again, they figured out a way to put people in debt without even giving them any type of asset or getting some type of business loan. And that's why I look at it like, no, it's not right. You know what I'm saying? It was mispresented to us. You know what I mean? We were just kind of misled to this thing. And at the end of the day, I don't think anybody, I mean, I always think about how when we was in school and the teachers would keep saying it was an investment in your future and it's investing in education and all this stuff. And it's not an investment. You know what I'm saying? Like I can see something like going to trade school. That's an investment in trade. You take that with you for the rest of your life. But
Mhm.
you can do that for 25 years. You see what I'm saying? Become a master plumber, master HVAC, but these majors and shit like that, man. That shit was like, unless you were going to medical, like mental health lane or law, um, or maybe education. You know what I mean? It was like a direct pathway, but a lot of these other majors were just like they didn't have a pathway to a career, and that's why I feel like it's really unjust because it just didn't. It was just like this, false narrative that it was going to you go from that to you get your major, then you go out in the field and you work like, and when that didn't exist, and these people have to resort to other careers, you know what I'm saying? Like, what is that? Like, it's just sitting there. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like at the end of the day, I think the federal government owe people they did that debt to be free of because it was mispresented and people were definitely taken advantage of, like in reality. Just being 100, like people got taken advantage of.
Nah, that's what I said. You're right. Like I said, but like I said, it's definitely hard. Like you know what I mean, and like I said, it's gonna help people out a lot. Far as like when they graduate, you know what I mean, and they can do other things. Don't worry about these payment plans because a lot of these motherfuckers, you know what I mean, they don't have jobs or good jobs.
I'm
Definitely.
saying, or they, just like I said, most of the people that are not working in their field, like I said, they've resorted to other careers post graduating, which is just like I said, that just goes to show you that it served no purpose. It just served no purpose, and that's why I said, I feel like it's just a scam, and it needs to be looked at it for what it is. You know what I'm saying? I never forget when the dean at like Howard University had a fucking like Rolls Royce and shit like that. So a lot of these deans and like um, administration that was involved with the universities, you know what I mean? They were convoluting money, you know what I'm saying? Shit like that. So a lot of like just like with Howard was lacking a lot of money and stuff like that, like it all kind of like shown itself of what's really going on, like behind the scenes. So I just feel like at the end of the day, that's why I say there's no reason why these guys are earning like them crazy salaries just because they're a dean at a school. You know what I mean? If it's about education and furthering people's careers and furthering our ecosystem, it should be about that real opportunity. But a lot of people don't get the training, then they got to go like in the field for real, then they got to go do internship and all that. And sometimes that don't work out in the long run either. So that's why I feel like it's like I said, it's not like a set pathway. It's its own like just loop. It's not really no exit to it. It's just a loop. Kids take out the loans, go to school, get the loans, graduate, and you out there. You know what I mean? Do it again, rinse and repeat every year. And it's thousands of students doing that shit every year.
Yeah, that's
Shit,
fucking crazy. Yeah,
it's
that's
sad,
fucking crazy. Yeah.
crazy. It's crazy to me. So you know what I mean? Yeah, I guess we can get into this, you know what I'm saying, meme that DK want to get it too.
Yeah, man. First of all, we definitely want to wish everybody, like, Father's Day was yesterday. Me and bro and the fam brought it in together. We all had an amazing time yesterday. Had some dinner. You know what I mean? We cooked them the George Foreman. Cicadas out here, so we trying, like, we ain't cooking no grilling no cicadas, man. But we appreciate you know what I mean, all the fathers out here that's doing their things, man. I see a lot of guys out here that's out here, man, taking care of these kids and doing the right thing by them and just, you know what I mean, stepping up a lot. And I appreciate the people that I had in my life, you know what I mean, growing up, like my dad, Ricky, Black, you know what I mean, all the people that came in my life that, show me the way and show me the right way of how to do things. And without them, if it weren't for them, I wouldn't be here, you know what I mean, doing these things. So I got to shout out to those three men, my grandfather, my Uncle Don, all those positive men that I've seen, Uncle Wayne, you know what I mean, real father, definitely, man.
Right.
Happy Father's Day to him, man. Rest in peace to him. But like I said, yeah, man, I have to say this, and I'm not gonna get too into it too much. I definitely have to do it, man. I have to.
Man, do your thing. I'm just here right now. I'm just here. Do your thing, man.
But it's like I said, man. I'm trying to put it. I'm not trying to get nobody mad or everything like that. That's why I'm trying to put it. Because I want you single mothers to understand. My mom was a single mother.
Right.
My mom has 6 boys, 6, and not once did I hear my mom wish herself a happy Father's Day. You know what I mean? Not once. And my mother didn't have, the greatest relationship with my father, my brother's father, or my dad. You know what I mean? Right. You know what I mean? They were, she didn't have the greatest relationship with them, and she never took nothing from them. Right. So, you know what I mean? And she recognized Mother's Day when Mother's Day was there, and that's the only thing she recognized. Right. So, and like I said, I love single mothers, man. And, I was raised by a single mother. So, like I said, man, I got so much love for y'all. Y'all don't understand. Y'all amazing. Y'all amazing. You know what I mean? We appreciate you. The men appreciate you. And your kids appreciate you. We see y'all, man. We do. We see y'all. Right. We see y'all and what y'all doing. We definitely do it. And we know it's hard. I seen my mom go through it. I seen other family members go through it. I see females that I got love for right now that go through it. And we see y'all. Yeah. But for y'all females that's going out here wishing yourselves a happy Father's Day and posting it on Facebook and posting on Instagram, posting on Twitter, posting it on MySpace or whatever platform. Try to get it. I mean, I'm just saying, I'm just over exaggerating, trying to get attention. Yeah, that's completely wrong, man. Like, you know what I mean? To me, like, you're disrespecting the guys that's out here that's actually doing something. You know what I mean? Your day is your day. These Father's Day is their day, and we respect y'all on Mother's Day, and y'all. And like I said, man, we giving y'all roses, man. We appreciate y'all. We love y'all, and we just want y'all to give us our roses too. We don't want no disrespect. We don't want no disrespect. And we, like I said, we see y'all. We see every single mother I've seen on my page. You know what I mean? That on an everyday basis. That's getting up, taking these kids to school, going to work, doing homework, feeding them, clothing them, taking them trips, doing all this other stuff, and they doing it by themselves, man. I salute you, and I see you, and I see them, and a lot of them don't even, and those are the ones that's not even saying Happy Father's Day. You know what I mean? Me personally, as a dad, you as a dad, my man is a dad, and other dads that's good as dads. You know what I mean? I just want try to recognize that there's good men out here and we're not like your baby fathers. So just give us those roses and for once, you know what I mean? And another thing I want y'all to think about too, y'all not gonna be alone forever. Hopefully. Right. You know what I mean? Y'all not gonna be alone forever. It's gonna be somebody that y'all might meet that's gonna be step up and play that role for y'all, man.
You don't know.
And you don't want to get your child to used to saying, man, happy Father's Day, mommy, happy Father's Day, mommy, happy Father's Day, mom. Come on, man. Come on, man. You got this good dude beside you that's helping you take care of the kids, man. You know, doing all this other stuff, man. Now it's his time. Why not get that man his roses and say happy Father's Day, baby? What's wrong with that?
I feel you. I mean,
what's wrong with that? Y'all not gonna be alone forever. Y'all training that kid to make you think that y'all gonna be alone forever. But y'all not. Unless you wanted to. If you want to be alone forever, shit, okay. But you know what I'm saying? Even though it's not your day, yo. Just that's the only thing I have to say about that. That's the only thing I have to say. Like I said again, you know, it's nothing towards like to bring y'all down. I'm not hating or anything like that. I love you women for what y'all doing, and I see y'all. I see a lot of y'all on my timeline. And I be looking at that shit, and I just be applauding that shit because you know why? It remind me of my mother. Like again, I was raised by a single mother. My mother had 4 boys. You know what I mean? Raising 4 boys, man. I was raised by one. So I know, but not once did she look at me and say, hey, you ain't gonna tell me happy Father's Day? No, she never did that. She made she know what she did. She said, don't forget to call your dad and tell happy Father's Day.
Yeah, man.
To both of my brothers. To all my brothers. Don't forget to call your dad and tell you happy Father's Day. And that's just what I want y'all to think about, man. It's not, like I said, damage goods, we ain't bashing nobody. We don't want to bash nobody. But we just want to put a little something in our head because there's a lot of fathers out here that works hard, man. And don't forget, there's some fathers out here that's single fathers as well. I know a couple.
Yeah, man.
And I don't see them niggas on Mother's Day say their happy Mother's Day to me. Because they mother, unfortunately.
I don't even think that would be, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, I'm just saying. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? But I'm just saying.
I would never say that. I wouldn't.
Yeah, I'm just saying. But I want y'all to, that's why I'm trying to give people to recognize though. It's a lot of single fathers out here with mothers.
I think recognition is key.
That's it.
I'm gonna just put my spin on this. That, you know, at the end of the day, man, I'm gonna just be perfectly honest with y'all. Just be careful what y'all consume on social media.
Right.
Because you know what I think about? Some of the toxicity this stuff is creating in our community. I know I'm not trying to bash social media. I know people enjoy it. I enjoy it this time as well. But I think that some of this stuff can be a little degrading. I mean, shit, even the fact they got, you know what I'm saying, a picture like that, emasculating a man, and then the caption, you know what I'm saying? It's like, that's horrible, you know what I'm saying? And it's just what I mean about, you know, some of this stuff is starting to, you know, the tone of it is just starting to get a little out of context, you know what I mean? Things that should be funny and humorous, but some of the stuff is funny because a lot of stuff I'm starting to not laugh at. Like, cause it's a little too far, like left, you know what I mean? It's all right with some funny stuff, but some stuff like this is just too far left. Like it don't really mesh with me. But I just want to say that part. Like, I think that, you know, the meme culture, you know what I'm saying, has just gotten to a different level. You just gotta be careful with that shit. Like, I know some people that don't even tune into it. You know, tune into a little bit of it, you know what I mean, to keep our audience entertained. But, you know, at the same time, we have to also as a people, like, be able to identify, like, what's being limits are being pushed. And, you know, to me, it's just like, yeah, you know, we gotta protect our mind at the same time, you know, from too much influence of this stuff. You know what I mean?
And it's not even the influence of this stuff. Like, this shit hits deep because it hits your kids. You know what I mean? To me.
I mean, I'm saying, like,
it hit. I get you, bro. But like, what I'm saying is, with this shit, it's just like it hits. You know what I mean? The kids, and it just makes it looks like, you know what I mean? Far as like, you know, it makes your child, your daughter, if you raise a daughter, feel the same way. It's just making her want to do the same fucking bullshit. You know what I mean? The same fucking bullshit. You're just creating a whole monster. You see what I'm saying?
Hey,
So
I don't disagree. I just, like I said, it's definitely on several levels. I agree with you because again, it's like it's a picture says 1,000 words, right?
yeah.
And then, like I just said, like a caption that's screaming at you, right?
Mm-hmm.
So no, I agree with you totally. It's not. That's why I just said what I said about it's getting a little out of hand. Like where
Mm-hmm.
that's a good point. Our youth is getting exposed to the wrong messages.
That's right.
Like I feel you on that, and I just that's what I mean. I'm an adult, and I'm sitting there like, yo, this shit ain't good, yo. Like
God.
it's not helping the culture at all. And I feel like, especially as Black people, like we just gotta be careful with that shit, fam, because like we already are like damaged.
It's crazy because this is this big.
Already damaged a little bit from our
Yeah.
past, slavery, indentured servitude. You know what I'm saying? Wherever your bloodlines go to and your people are ravaged. You know what I mean? All of us that are melanated and have, you know, our blood that go back to our ancestors, some of the original people. And we still have those traumas in us now. Like we're living and breathing with their spirit. You understand what I'm saying? And you know, we can't, that's why I said that. Like I feel like sometimes it's a little, we're already kind of tainted already. And this shit is just like adding, like throw some more salt on the wound, you know, me, because like I said, everything is psychological. So psychologically, that's why I agree with you. Like, what message are you sending the children to not respect their fathers, or look at a emasculated man and think it's funny? You know what I'm saying? Like,
And instead of uplifting, yeah, your baby father might not be shit. Okay, cool, but I'm pretty sure you know somebody that's in your household or your cousin or uncle or stepdad or somebody.
it's some
Uplift him.
type of father
Uplift
figure.
him. Show your child like this is how it's like. Uplift him. Don't uplift yourself.
Yeah.
Don't uplift yourself because that's the wrong thing. You're not teaching them nothing if you're doing that. You're not teaching them nothing. You're not teaching them how to look for the right man for when they get to your age. You're not teaching them that. For you to not make the same for that child to not make the same mistake that you did, that left your ass out here to hang out and try. Somebody that left you out hung out to try. And it's not your fault because you thought that person was going to be there for you.
Right.
And unfortunately, it didn't work that way.
Yeah.
But now you know. Now you have this, you know, the knowledge. Now you know what to do, and now you know how to not put that child, you know what I mean, through that same thing that you're going through, that same cycle. So that's all I'm saying, bro. Like again, like I said, we're not trying to bash nobody, man.
Hell no.
You know,
we're not here to do that, and we love.
We're not here to do that because we already got a lot of people that we seen in the comments. We get if you want to touch on that, but you know what I mean. A lot of people, you know, feels that we're trying to take up to one similar side, and that's not true because Damage Goods here we don't pick sides. We don't pick sides. That's just something we don't do. And if you feel like again, and if you feel like we picking sides and this is might not like you're not agreeing with this and you want to hear out your say so, come on the show and talk to us about it.
Yeah, nigga, Daryl said pull up. Daryl said pull up. Daryl said pull up. Pull up on the podcast.
You're one Zoom call away. You're one Zoom call away from being on the show.
Shit. You got the
You're one Zoom call away, and we can have we want to talk professionally though. We don't want to be arguing. We don't be yelling on this goddamn thing. You want to yell? We gonna be like, dude.
Keep your temperament at a minimum, and don't need to yell. You know what I'm saying? But definitely pull up.
Pull up.
Because we had some, you know, a little bit of a clash in the comments with a couple of the posts. And matter of fact, let me clarify that too.
Yeah, go ahead.
That the youth is everything to me. You know what I'm saying? Because I was a youth that came up, you know what I'm saying, the way I did. And so when I see the children, when I see the young niggas, you know what I'm saying, like I see myself.
Right.
Literally. Like literally. Not no, you see what I'm saying? Like mentally, it's that transmutation of your brain. Imagine yourself in their shoes. You feel me? And trying to figure this thing out.
Right.
And so, I'm gonna speak for them. I ain't gonna never not speak for the youth, like period. So I don't care what no person like they won't think that I'm trying to drive an agenda. That's cool. You can perceive it that way, but the youth is my heart at the end of the day. Because I was a little youngin, I was a shorty, and I had good men around me to groom. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of that the young guys lack, and they appreciate when you do.
Right.
I've experienced those moments, so I'm gonna speak for them. Damage Goods is gonna speak for them, and point blank. That's just how we move, and we love the youth, and we want them to have a good mental health. We want them to have a good future because this future is going to be complicated.
Most importantly, we want them to live.
That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, we want yeah.
We got a lot of young guys coming up who are very traumatized. Traumatized, bro. So that's what I'm trying to say. Like reality speaking, again, if people want to take that and spin it, I mean, you're completely welcome because we welcome any of that. But I'm just letting you know to be clear for the record that ain't no agendas being pushed. We're not backed by nobody, so we wouldn't push nobody else's agenda. We just here to use what we are doing to speak for our people, the youth, and trying to allow for that to be done as well, as along the lines of the humor and stuff like that, or whatever. We do Black excellence and different stuff like that, cryptocurrency, all types of news. But we don't have a stigma or some type of bias thing. We just, those things are happening in our community. So, that's another thing. Be aware of that. Like this stuff is happening in our community. So
Right.
we gotta speak on that. So that's my piece. I ain't gonna hold it. That's it. I just wanted to clarify that so ain't nobody confused.
Yeah, definitely, man. And then if you coming in with the comments, then now you know. Because I mean, it's gonna be more. We already know that. Yeah, it's gonna be way more.
Yeah.
And we up for it. You know what I mean? But like I said, before you pop in that comment, we just wanted to let y'all know that.
Yeah.
So we definitely just wanted to let y'all know that. And yeah, man. Pretty much that's it.
That's it. Shit. I think that's it for the night, man. To be honest with you, unless you got anything else.
Nah, I pretty much said what we had to say. Like we probably, like I said, we'd be back at y'all a little bit.
We can't see you, we can't see you.
Often this week. You know what I mean? Like I said, man, don't forget the GoPro shit that we definitely about to build up on for y'all, man. And I'm very excited about that actually. Shit, but like functions. Oh, did you want to get him with the cookout and everything like that?
Yeah, I mean, Fish is a local thing, so y'all niggas don't fly up and show up.
Yeah, that'd be fun. I mean, but if you
is a sponsor of Grill and Cookout, you know what I'm saying? It will not just be vegan food there.
Yeah, it won't just be vegan. Y'all know, bro, with the vegan shit. Not. Oh, we should have got on that vegan hot dog. Do we got time?
We were supposed to do that, but we're going to have to do that another time.
Yeah, we're going to have to do that another time, man.
We're going to do
I tell y'all what.
We're going to do a whole episode on veganism, whole culture, and we're going to talk about what's out of bounds in the vegan culture is not acceptable. And we're going to actually probably show this meme to just bring the whole episode into an understanding, you know what I'm saying, in the context. But
yeah, because that vegan hot dog, if I eat a vegan hot dog at your cookout, y'all don't tell me, bro, I'm doing 10 years in jail. I'm letting y'all know that now. I'm doing 10 years. Y'all wild as shit for this shit. And this vegan community is getting out of hand. And that's what we really need to do. They're getting out of hand. They're getting out of hand.
Some of the stuff is definitely a little outlandish. I'm gonna be honest with you, but again, we're gonna do that on another. We're gonna do a whole episode on this. So we're bringing the memes. We're gonna bring outside shit like that's just out of the box. You know what I'm saying? But Y'all know what it is. Protect yourself at all times.
All times, definitely, always. Wear your mask, please. Wear your fucking mask.
Smoking.
Stop going to the airports and not wearing your fucking mask. They're gonna make you put it on.
Take it.
That's it.
And youth, man, we love you. And
yeah, and then single moms, we love you too. Don't
yeah,
get it wrong.
love y'all.
Please don't get it wrong. Please don't get it wrong.
Even though sometimes y'all just wild out.
Yeah. No, wild out, but
funny part about it.
At the end of the day, we love y'all, bro. We love y'all. Definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely.
You guys got love for the homies. Yeah. Tap in with us in this next segment. Hit that Instagram, follow that joint, share it.
Yeah, and then like I said, man, if you want to get on the Zoom, we one Zoom call away. If you don't agree with anything that we said, and you want to sit up there and say, "Hey, look, I didn't like that shit y'all said on DK," like, I'm like, okay, cool, let's talk about it.
That's the YouTube comment section.
Yeah.
And Instagram. Do y'all think I ain't got nothing to say other than that? I'm gonna leave that. That's what that's for.
Mm-hmm.
And like other than that, look, just keep it respectful. I don't want no disrespectful stuff going on. But
right. Yeah, man, we gonna be professional, man. We all adults.
Be clean.
Be clean. We all be adults, man. Y'all want to chime in? Y'all want to argue in the comments? Argue. But don't fucking, sit up there and like, it's all, it's all fun, man. It's all love. It's all love. All love.
Today, that's how
all love. That's all it's about. We ain't trying to provoke no violence with no bullshit. No any type of bullshit.
No confrontation whatsoever.
No, not at all. It's just all love, and like I said, man, we we love to have some of y'all on the show, man. Definitely, most definitely. So, if you want to be on, man, yeah, shit. Oh yeah, like I said, fuck, we gotta do this Corona talk shit too. But we'll get to that. But yeah, man, y'all have a good night, man. That's it. Niggas gotta be at work at 7 tomorrow. But yeah, man. Yeah.
Yeah, man.